Hi there, this is Karen from Soul Shimmer Designs, and my tutorial today is a bit of a beginner's guide to using the HTV from Teckwrap. And I made a canvas bag and also added some flowers to this bucket hat. So the canvas bag I had was like a tote bag, and the colours I used are from the HTV starters pack, and this is just a selection of the colours that I've got or that I'm going to use, but the colours that you get in the whole pack are just gorgeous, so you could use any of them. So here is my first design. So I'm doing on one side of the bag, oops, did I buy wine instead of milk again? And then on the other side, bag filled with awesome crap. So when you're using the HTV, you need to make sure that it's the colour side down when you put it onto your mat. And I'm just showing you here how I'm cutting the flowers designs that I'm adding to the bag. Make sure it's on the HTV setting, and when you go to press send, make sure you send it as mirrored. This is on the Silhouette Cameo or through Silhouette Studio, and I'm assuming it's the same way in Cricut as well. So here I'm just cutting out my design just to show you how easy it is to cut. It's like normal vinyl, super easy to get the design cut in the shape that you need. And then I'm just weeding my flowers here, and the HTV is kind of a rubbery consistency, so it does pull away quite nicely, and you can see I've got quite small details in these flowers, and it's no problem using my tweezers to get all of these the excess vinyl out there. So you can see these flowers are a gorgeous like neon green colour. Then I'm just showing you how I'm weeding, or how easy it is to weed through on the decals that I have for one side of the bag. And it's using my tweezers. I found them much easier to use than the weeding pen, and they were great just to remove everything that I needed to get removed. And I also keep a copy of what I need printed out underneath, and apologies, it's probably not as clear as it should be when I'm weeding this bit, but you can see how easy it is to get everything out that you need. So next thing is the flowers, and I'm just showing you here again how easy it is to weed. And these yellow flowers had quite intricate details, so it was easy enough to use my tweezers to get those out. And the orange flowers also had some circles to come out. The blue flowers were similar to the green ones. And then the pink flowers here also had quite a bit of detail to get out to remove some pieces of excess vinyl there. But again, super easy to do with your tweezers. So I have a mini press and a mat as well. And the HTV sheets come with a guide, and you can use those. I set my mini press on medium and put the mat inside the bag. Set up my first side of the bag, so the first decal that's going on there. Made sure that was nice and centered, and then once that is all heated up, I just lightly press down. You don't want to press down too much on these mats, but lightly press down for about 6 to 8 seconds. And if you find that's not enough, you can always do a test. As you'll see, I keep pulling up here once I've pressed that down. See, I'm just doing a test there. It's not quite ready. The guides from Teckwrap say to wait and peel when it's cool, and you really do need to wait. I found it quite hard not to. Sometimes you just want to see how it turns out. So after a time, that was ready, and I just needed to fix up a little bit on the side bits there. And meanwhile, I've done some flowers, added on some flowers there with the HTV colours, and you can see how bright and gorgeous these colours are. I'm really loving and this was just the starters pack too, so you get a really good selection of colours, and these were just, I think I used about eight colours here, and there are 10 to 12 sheets in the actual starters pack for HTV. So I'm just using my mini press and moving the heat pad around so that I can put on the flowers sort of in the design that I want. And I'm almost finished on that one side, just got that last blue flower to do. Again, peeling off when it's cool with this HTV vinyl, but check the guides and it tells you if you can peel it off when it's cool, or it's better to do it when it's warm. So now I'm on the other side and I'm using my mat again. And this time I found that because they're two separate colours, I've used two separate sheets, obviously. So I'm just cutting that to fit. I don't want any overhang from the plastic covering from the first decal. Just want to make sure it fits in there nicely, so you can adjust that as you need to. And again, using my mini heat press it was about 8 seconds for this one. I found it needed a little bit longer, and I didn't need to press so hard. And while that's cooling down, I'm just going to, as I did previously, add on the flowers for this section as well. And you can see there I didn't wait very long. I had to try and test that to see, but you really do need to wait until it has cooled down. So that's the first bag section done, and then I've realised that the second section needs a little bit longer than the first, and that's okay. It may have to do with the different colours, or it's not a different texture as such or a thickness, but it may have been the pressure that I used or didn't use. So now that should be almost done. I'm just adding on the flowers just to kind of match. I just thought it would be good to have a double-sided bag, and as a beginner with HTV I thought this was also for me a good project to start with, and I think it's a good project for anybody to start with as well. So we've got the last piece of that come off now, and then we're up to the bucket hat, and I had some extra flowers I had left over, so I just decided to add those. I did try and iron the hat down as well as I could, and it does help with the mini press. It's obviously also a mini iron, so it works really, really well and really fast. The only thing I wouldn't do is what I've done here is put it on the seam. That probably didn't work out so well, but it should hopefully hold as well as the other ones. So I'm just placing my flowers around the bucket hat and waiting until they actually don't take so long to cool down. So there's the bucket hat done. So this is the end result, and thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope it's a good beginner's tutorial for you, and I'm looking forward to wearing this hat and using my bag over the summer. Thanks so much. Bye.